So clothing sizes differ across brands, regions, and eras. So measurements help clarify this. For example, this vintage Carhartt hoodie that I'm wearing, it is a size medium. However, I'm normally a size medium. It's pretty loose. Because, oh, why could that be? Because Carhartt is an American brand. American size medium is about a UK size large. So that's why. So this helps clarify, as I said, regions, eras. It helps clarify with the buyer and helps them make, again, an informed decision. And that reduces returns and makes sure that you have happy buyers, leading to repeat purchases, all of that good stuff, as we keep on mentioning. As you can see, a lot of the knowledge that you're gaining from this course is intertwining with other bits of knowledge. It's all about culminating a full reselling brain, is what I would like to call it. Again, buyer confidence. So detailed measurements allow informed decisions and ensure satisfaction. I feel that's pretty self-explanatory in the sense that, buyers will be more confident about you. The more detail that you have, the more confident that they'll be that you're proficient in your trade, you're proficient as a reseller, you're proficient at providing the buyer with all of the information that they need. And again, that will lead to fewer returns. And no one likes returns. The buyer doesn't like returns and the seller doesn't like returns. Now, what are some techniques for accurate measurement? Use flat lay measurements or mannequins for consistency. So what I mean by that is on the ground, you have the item and make sure that you're measuring from the same point at each item. Make sure pit to pit is measured from the same item. That's a standardized way of measuring items. For example, when you take the top to bottom item measurement, make sure that you're doing it from the top, at the bottom of the collar. Or if you take it from the hood, make sure that it's the same every time and make sure you can explain that to the buyer so they can differentiate. Also, clarity, explain how and why the measurements and where the measurements were taken as well. Again, like I mentioned, from which part to which part. You can explain that to buyers if they ask, and always have set answers. And again, we will go through this in the buyer FAQ section, which will be coming up next. So non-clothing items do still need to be measured to some extent. Now, again, like I said, this course is very much clothing based. However, just giving a little bit of tips. So if you want to branch out a little bit out of clothing, so furniture and decor, dimensions are essential. So make sure that you take the width, length, height, all of those dimensions. The more measurements, the better. And make sure that you explain, like I said in the description, how and where these measurements were taken. Electronics, size and specifications. So TVs, laptops, for example, 45-inch screen, or a laptop might be, MacBook Air 13.3 inches, for example. Make sure that you specify that because people only want a specific size, especially for when it comes to technology. So tools and equipment, make sure the measurements of tools and different equipment ensure that the functionality and they fit in existing setups, specifically for sofas, or for example, if you're selling a lawnmower on eBay, that's still reselling technically. I mean, there's a lot of people that resell lawnmowers and things like that.